All right. Dude, we're trying to film. Yeah. Tell me why we're both eating chips right now, and you bring out a big ass box.
You want chips?
Yeah, I'll take some.
What kind?
Funyuns.
What's going on? That's crazy because we have so many different spaces in this facility. He had to come out here to break down the box.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning back in. I'm Nick, also known as Ososik, and for all you guys who've been following the builds and vlogs, or kind of little mixture of everything, thank you guys. We've been posting a lot about, trying to get your guys' feedback of what you guys want to see. Because obviously I have a lot of stuff going on that I really forget sometimes to even just show everything. And one of the things that keeps getting brought up in my DMs and comments and stuff is, what's up with the W2 car? So I call it the W2 car because, in case you weren't familiar, in case you didn't know, depending on how long you've been following me, at the time the 10th generation Civic Si's came out, I got not only one, but two. And both, if you go back, looked identical. So there was a point in time where they were both street cars and you seriously couldn't tell them apart, except for there's very one little distinct thing that I left out on purpose. Aside from the license plate and the VIN number, I think I made a match ready. I did. At one point, the El Sicario car had black trim around it, and this car, I kept it with the chrome. So very subtle differences, but they both had the Si Se Puede banner. And then pretty much once I turned it into a full drag car, I kind of made this one, it's still streetable, but more, I guess, less attention grabbing. So took off the banner, pretty much took off all the stickers, like the little roll call and stuff. But as you can see, it still has everything. You know what? Should we just get to it? Let's just get straight to the build breakdown. All right, so El Sicario, Si Se Puede. Those are the two nicknames I picked for the cars when I first brought it up. For a long time, I was building the El Sicario one, kind of hidden secret, and eventually just came out and I actually revealed it at the Honda Experience, which the experience is happening again, and it's for anybody, but it's mostly focused on imports, but anybody's welcome. May 7th, 2022 at Famoso Raceway in Bakersfield. So go ahead and write that down in your little calendar, schedule, iPhone, Android, I guess. May 7th, experience is coming back. All cars obviously welcome. It's gonna be bigger and better than ever. But that's when I revealed El Sicario, but it wasn't even like that. It had the PRL big turbo kit on there. Now it's, hood exit and everything. But back to this. Shortly after that happened, I actually returned this car pretty much close to stock, because up to a certain point, it's kind of pointless to have two cars that are pushing the same power. So I was like, I'll just put it back to stock. But then 271 came out with the W2 drop-in turbo. And I was like, okay, that's probably gonna be the most ideal setup for a street car. But it all depended on a lot of factors. So I had the W1. We were actually part of that R&D and development stuff. We actually did really good with that. We had great results. Got a couple drag strip records, and I was like, okay, well, I'll wait for them to, do their own testing and stuff, and then I'll see if I want the W2. I think it was for Global Time Attack. That race was coming up. El Sicario was getting all the custom stuff done, and I got invited to the finals in Buttonwillow. So I decided, well, I still have a bunch of spare parts laying around. I decided to put everything back onto this car. And during that time, Vincent from 271 reached out and he said, let's throw W2 on there. So I have the 271 W2 with the serial number 001. So this is the first production serial number 1 for the W2 turbo. It's not the ball bearing one. They have that out now, and that's even better. But honestly, I'm really happy with this. So, all right, yeah, that's part of the breakdown. Let's go. Let's talk about the outside first. Titan 7 wheels, and we got the Falcons, and then of course we have the big brake kit from Willwood. The tire size is, I already forgot, it's 245, 40, 18. I forgot the specs on the Titan 7s, but you can go to their website and it's actually just the off-the-shelf, the offset and everything is what they recommend for the tendon. So fitment is good. Don't have to worry about pulling the fenders and everything like I did to the El Sicario car. We got the side markers. Then we got, going to the front, Sibon hood. You can see it definitely needs some touch-up stuff. Front lip, this is probably my favorite cosmetic part on this car. It just looks simple, clean, but still aggressive. And I got the front grille mesh custom to match. These actually came off of the Super Street build, so Matt, huge shout out to you, thank you. Got P2 because for time attack stuff or just road racing in general, you're supposed to have like tow hooks and stuff. So I had the guys over at P2 make me a custom strap that's connected to the car, so if I did go off track, they can pull it and the bumper won't fall off. Got the tint and suspension. You can't see it, but the suspension is HKS coilovers. By far, that is probably, as far as suspension goes, that is the one coilover I do recommend for this engine. Now, probably everybody's favorite. Let's go to what pushes this car. So as you can see, looks pretty stock. What you don't see are pretty much internals. So the block is actually what we call the Ososik engine package. We offer a block package, which is a built motor, so it's stock sleeves with piston rods and custom head studs that won't lift and they can hold the power. So these head studs we still use in my drag car and they can withstand 800 plus without having to keep replacing head gaskets. So I won't go into too much detail about that, but it does have the Ososik block, 271 intercooler, 271 charge pipes, a PRL Cobra cold air intake with their race MAF, and as you can see, stock inlet, Passport full mount kit, PRL downpipe. Obviously I mentioned the W2 turbo, and that's it. So there's probably more stock parts on this car than anything. I lied, there's one more thing, sorry, a couple more things. Flex fuel kit. This flex fuel kit is actually the Serimoto, I believe. And then I did end up putting a Serimoto clutch master, and it has a parametric tune, which is the Dub 2. And as of recently, it has a little something for the fuel system, which is going to be a direct replacement for the DI fuel system. So that's not announced yet. That's as much as I'm allowed to say. But we're ready to put 4-bar map sensors in here and turn it up to see, well, we know how much the fuel system can handle because got that in the drag car as well. So I'm excited to see how much power this thing can push with the W2 turbo. Still stock front pipes, stock exhaust, stock inlet, stock intake manifold, stock cylinder head, stock shifter, stock map sensors. So like, we're only pushing 29 pounds of boost on, and this thing can, well, for those who line it up know what it can do. But aside from that, that's pretty much as far as this car is going to go. Like I said, we'll put the 4-bar map sensor in there, turn it up a bit more, but there's really no point in pushing it even further when I already have a full drag setup. This is a very, very simple build, so I know a lot of you guys were wanting to know what it has and everything like that, but that pretty much covers it about this for this car. I won't do anything crazier. I'll just take it to a couple of time attack events and road course, just practice. But the 11 gen's pretty much where it's be at, you know. So I just remembered we stopped recording, and I was like, nope. You know what? I looked over. There is one more mod that I absolutely love about this car, but it's in the interior. Let's go. All right. So yes, this car has the HFP floor mats, but the real thing that I like about this is this mod right here. This is for the GoPro, and usually I face it towards me, but not so I could record myself driving, but it's more so usually when I race I am in the right lane, and well, you can figure that out. Which leads me to the last final, it's not a mod, but something I like about this build that I kept, because on the drag car I had to take it off. Those. After a race you got to push those, right? Is that still a thing even on those roll night stuff? I don't know, you guys tell me. I think that covers it. That's pretty much all the mods. There's nothing too crazy about this car. It still has a stock shifter, and got a bunch of other work that needs to get done. So I need to finish building the PPG gear set, and we got to get ready because Bakersfield IFO Import Face-Off is this weekend. So we got to get all the stuff ready for that. That way we can head on out. But as for now, I'm I'm gonna go work on that PPG gear set. The new caravan for the Ososik Team right here. Passport. Hey, if you saw the other vlog, he did say he is going to trade in the Civic. Did you do it because you wanted to, or did he do it because Daniel told him to?
I mean, we'll figure it out when he gets on the dyno.
We'll figure it out. We're gonna put this thing on the dyno and see what it makes. Aside from that, if you guys are wondering what we're doing, we are getting ready to go to Import Face Off in Bakersfield at Famoso Raceway, which is actually tomorrow. We just got done making some decals for the FOAT, which are like QR codes, so all the racers can see their time slips virtually. So it's gonna be a virtual time slip. It's live, and no more of that paper stuff. You know, everybody loses. So we got about like 3.5, 4 hour drive.
E85, dude. Corn fed, brother.
All right, first fill up. Hopefully it's the only fill up. Do you know how many, like the range on this?
It's like 4 or something.
That's cap. So that means this tank is like 15.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I made that up.
You gonna read the brochure?
No.
Oh, you're putting regular in this.
Hey, we put Petmex in here, probably.
We will when we take it to Mexico. You guys are gonna love those vlogs. What do we got? 13 and a half. That's gonna be a 15-gallon tank.
Hey, how else am I supposed to open
No,
it?
it's probably like it's probably bigger than that because they would already stopped. There's no way it's a 20-gallon tank. What are you, in a Raptor?
Hey, all-wheel drive overland car.
The Raptor is 30 or 35 gallons. Yeah, it's probably is 20.
Ouch.
Let's go get that receipt.
We're in Bakersfield. IFO tomorrow. Be there or be square, dude. Right, Nick? Okay, cool. Sorry, guys, I'm late for my book signing. Hey, start the line here.
Hi. Hey. Kevin, can you make it out to Nick?
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. All right, let's go to the room. Okay.
We've been walking for 20 minutes now, okay? Roll some B-roll. When we get to the room, we'll come back.
That's a wrap. We gotta wake up early. A long day tomorrow. A lot of racing, a lot of car show, a lot of spectators, a lot of passing out, a lot of managing, lots of after parties. So that's it. Good night. It's the morning time. So today is Import Face Off. We're in Bakersfield, in case you guys haven't figured that out. We got here pretty late last night. Pretty much like last call to meet up with the promoters of Import Face Off. So the owner of Import Face Off and a couple other industry people. So we met up with them last night after we checked in, and then call it a night early because we have a busy day today. Just gotta put the Yeezys on.
These are just the beaters, you know? This is like the walk-around shoes. You know, hey, first thing to know, if it's a track day, you gotta wear comfortable shoes.
That's true. And actually got a text this morning. They're on Texas time from Aaron from Spoon. They're running the Spoon Type R, and he said 95% is good, so they're waiting to do their full session, which they'll go out soon and get back to me. So hopefully they do really good out there too. had to do. Caught up with a bunch of old friends. I also made some new friends. Got to see some cool drag racing, all the front wheel drive class, FIS class, import face off. Thank you, Cliff, for having us out. Thank you to the Vote. And if you haven't checked that out, check out the live timing system. It constantly refreshes on the live stream feed. So that's really sick. Man, it was a huge turnout. And then it was so crazy. You already saw, but we'll probably put some more clips in that two-step contest with that RSX. Like, my hands down, that thing was loud. Like, I feel he purposely tuned it just for this contest. So other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this little snippet. Time to keep going, time to keep moving. Gotta get back to the e-shop and get back to work.